Hair Food offers simple, superfood-inspired products that will make your hair look and feel amazing. Whatever hair texture or hair type you have, Hair Food has a recipe for you. Hair Food offers nourishing superfood-infused products that actually work to improve your hair, like the hemp extract and manuka honey damage recovery serum that repairs and hydrates damaged strands. And they all smell so good. Every Hair Food product is free of sulfates, parabens, dyes, and is certified PETA cruelty-free. Not only are their products free of the bad stuff, but they're full of high-quality ingredients, and they bring new moments of self-care indulgence to your daily routine. I love this damage recovery serum. After a summer of lake, pool, and sun, my hair was fried, you guys. And I started using the damage recovery serum. My hair has done a total turnaround in no time. You cannot beat these products. Their quality is superb and the price is right. So if you're looking for nourished, healthy hair, it's got to be Hair Food. You can find these products on Amazon and Target.com. Hi, I'm Michelle Chalfant, psychotherapist, holistic life coach, and human just like you, learning to navigate life's challenges. With over 25 years experience, I teach people how to get healthy using the adult chair model. The adult chair model is where simple psychology meets grounded spirituality, and it teaches us how to become healthy adults. From anxiety and depression to codependency and relationship issues, you can use the adult chair for just about anything. Each week, I share practical tips, tools, and advice from myself and a wide range of experts on how to get unstuck, how to live authentically, and how to truly love yourself, all while sitting in your adult chair. Welcome to the Adult Chair Podcast. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the Adult Chair Podcast. I am Michelle Chalfant. Welcome to November. Yes, indeed, November has arrived. And we have two very important things happening the month of November. Number one is my birthday. You might have remembered this. But in November, on November 9th, is my birthday. So I want to wish a very happy birthday to my fellow Scorpio sisters and brothers out there. I know Scorpio started last week. So happy birthday, everybody. It's a fun month. We Scorpios, we're very intense. We're deep. We're dark, passionate. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Whether you know one or you are one, you know what Scorpios are all about. Number two, very, very, very big event. The biggest event of the whole entire year. The 30-day journaling challenge has arrived. Yes, indeed. We started November 1st. And do not fret if you've missed or if you've forgotten to sign up. No problem. Head over to theadultchair.com/30 days. That's 30days. And even though we're on November 4th, you can still get the journaling prompts that you've missed. No worries. And by the way, it's 100% free. And number two, if you signed up last year or the previous years, you still have to sign up if you want these prompts. So head over to theadultchair.com/30 days and you will get a new journaling prompt to get you started with your journaling every single morning. All right. So I found it quite fitting to talk about journaling today on the show. And we're going to talk about all things journaling. What is journaling? How do you journal? How does it transform us? I have so many reasons why. Let me tell you what, when you're done listening to this, you're going to think, oh my gosh, I should be journaling every single day because the benefits are huge. And we're going to talk about that today, as well as where do I journal? When should I journal? Et cetera, et cetera. I've got lots to talk to you about. So we're going to jump right in. Let's talk about what it is and some of the benefits. That's where I'm starting with you today. What I love about journaling is that when we place pen to paper, it's as if the doorway into our subconscious mind opens. And let me tell you what, so much is revealed, is solved, is known just by journaling. It's phenomenal to me. I don't understand how exactly it happens, but let me just tell you, once you get the stream of energy flowing through your words, so many amazing things happen. It's really a tool that we use for healing and transformation. So let me go through. I have so many reasons why we all need to be journaling. Let's start out. Here we go. Number one, when we journal, we're able to identify and or, we can do both, process our emotions. And here's the thing. Sometimes we have no idea what we're feeling. We might feel blocked. We might feel sad. We don't know where it's coming from. But when you start to write about it, things just start to reveal themselves. Everything seems to unravel. You gain clarity to what the heck you're feeling. And again, sometimes it's not just about identifying the emotion, but it's also about processing and working through that emotion. You can do that with journaling. You don't even need anybody else. That's the other thing I love about journaling. It's like we do it by ourselves. I can sit in the privacy of my own home or outside at a park, and I can just sit and journal. Nobody needs to know. And I'm doing such great personal work just by myself with my journal and my pen. Okay, number two, we find solutions to problems in our lives. You know, when we feel really stuck and we don't know what to do, journaling is our friend. It's like, just start writing about it. Write, and see what comes. Don't have any expectations when you write, but do put at the top of the paper, I need help figuring out X, Y, and Z. And again, it's like the subconscious just comes through and it gives us the answers that we're looking for or the direction that we're looking for. Okay, number three, this is a great place to purge anything, whether it be our frustrations in life, anger, whatever's going on, and you want to just tell someone like, I'm so mad about this, and you don't have anyone to say it to, or you shouldn't say it. Maybe you're at work or someone that you can't say it to because it's just inappropriate to say to this particular person, like about your boss. Write it down. It'll help you to gain clarity and it helps you to purge. And it's sort of like letting the steam out of a pressure cooker. It's really, really beneficial to journal when we are frustrated or angry. Sometimes in life, we don't know what our next step is. And what I have found is by journaling, we really it helps us to discover what is our next step in life. Like, what do I do next? We don't need to know what's at the end of the road. We need to know what's my very next step. And for those of you that have taken a workshop with me, you know I talk about the illuminated path that we all live on. We don't need to know what's at the end of our path. We need to know what's that next stone that's lighting up for us. So when we journal, it helps us to discover, oh, that's the very next step. That's what I need to do. It clears away blocks for us. It just creates this beautiful pathway, and then you just know what you need to do next. So when you feel stuck, likewise, I should say, it moves you forward. And this is because sometimes we just need to feel heard. Sometimes we just want to talk. So if there is nobody to talk to, or even if there is, I would encourage you to start with the journaling just to see what happens, see what comes through, see how you find the answers that you're looking for just by journaling. Journaling can provide, it's almost like our journal is a good friend, and the journal becomes the sounding board for us. So we don't even have to tell anybody. We just journal and we process through the journaling. Journaling can also be a source of celebration for us. It's like, again, writing to a friend about our accomplishments or our wins. It's a great place to put those down. It's also really good validation for self. Like when you start reading about, oh my gosh, look at this. I had a celebration. It's beautiful. It builds self-worth. Fantastic. Another one is you can also use the journal as a way to process forgiveness for self or other. Who are you struggling with? Is it yourself or another person? Write about it. Write about it. If you feel like you can never forgive so-and-so, write about it. Write about it for you. Remember, forgiveness is never about the other person. It's for you to help free you. And journaling can be, again, a great sounding board for forgiveness work. Another thing that I have recommended and actually used for myself even is it's great for anxiety. Again, with anxiety, we've got all these thoughts, these emotions going on inside. Even depression, this is great. Or just an overall mood booster. It absolutely improves mood. just by writing it down. It's like we're taking these ideas, these thoughts, and these emotions out of the ethers and into our 3D reality. And as they come down through us, they get processed. It's really, really powerful work. Highly encourage this if you are feeling any of these kinds of things. Here's another one. It helps to build confidence. It really does become a confidence booster for us, believe it or not. It changes the brain. It helps us to become more focused. It helps us to declutter our mind. If you want to sleep better, journal before you go to bed, especially if you have a lot on your mind. Because when we have got all these things going through our mind, you can't sleep. You know what I'm talking about. I speak from experience on this. It's like, oh my God, I have so much to do tomorrow, so much coming up, or I'm obsessing about this or that. Journaling can put an end to that because we're getting all those thoughts down on paper. Journaling can also sharpen your memory. Yeah, it's pretty crazy, all these benefits of journaling. Another benefit of journaling is it helps us to set and accomplish goals. We want our lives to change, yet we wake up every day and we do the same thing as we did the day before, which means our lives are not going to change. When we journal, it's an opportunity for us to write down what are some things that we'd like to change in our lives. And then we can even write some goals down along with it. So think about, hey, if you want to change something or if you want to accomplish some goals, write them down in your journal. Write about it. Write about how you want your life to change. Another one I love is, and this has happened to me many, many, many times, and it can happen to anybody. When you start writing, sometimes the pen just seems to take over and keeps going. Not the pen writes itself, but the thoughts that are coming through. It's called automatic writing. It's like your God voice, your spirit voice, your intuition just comes right through. So what I mean by this is, how you would use this is ask a question. Ask a question that you're stuck on at the top of the paper, and then let your pen start writing the answer. Just get out of the way in your mind and let that beautiful energy come down through you, and you will be surprised at what the answer is and what can happen when you do this automatic writing. Another thing that I recommend a lot is inner child work. You can journal out inner child work. How we do that is that you ask your inner child a question. You might say hello. You might say, I'm here for you. What do you need? Et cetera, and then close your eyes. Imagine your inner child in front of you or next to you and let them write. Imagine them writing the responses. You can do a lot of different things with journaling with your inner child. It really helps you to connect to some of these deeper parts. In addition to inner child, because inner child work to me is just parts work, connect with any part of you. If you've got a perfectionistic part, codependent part, people-pleasing part, a judger, a critic part, you name it, connect with that part through journaling. So write to that part and then let that part answer and then keep going. So have a dialogue in your journal with that part. Really, really powerful work. So many people have said that journaling can be as beneficial as even going to therapy. It really becomes their go-to for their problems. So if you've never tried journaling, I encourage you, give it a try. The benefits go on and on and on. Again, I'm not saying don't go to therapy. People have shared over the years with me, like this is as powerful in some instances as going to therapy. People say they can't believe the answers that they discover through journaling and the processing that they can do all by themselves. Again, there's a stream of energy that starts coming down through us when we're journaling, and it just takes over pen to paper. It's really, really cool. The last thing is that it improves and increases self-awareness, which I love. And if we all want to live in our adult chair, the healthiest version of ourselves, which I think that's what we're all striving for, journaling can help with that. You know, if we're in a situation with somebody, we can find our part and their part. We might discover we need to set boundaries. Regardless of what it is, it really does improve and increase self-awareness. So it's such a great tool. All right, so now let's talk about How do we journal? So what I've just shared with you would be, again, whether you have a prompt or not, but I really was kind of talking about just opening up a journal and just letting your pen go. So that's what I want to share with you right now. So how do we even begin this process? It's very simple. You grab a notebook or a journal. You can grab whatever kind of paper or just a piece of loose leaf paper and a pen. It does not have to be fancy. Sometimes it depends on how I'm feeling when I buy new journals. I'll buy like a pretty leather-bound journal, but that's kind of rare, honestly. Sometimes I'll buy a prettier journal like from Target or Amazon or something, like it's no big deal. And other times if I'm at the grocery store, I might just grab a notebook, like a school, it's like a notebook that you would buy like for college or something or high school. My point is you just need pen and paper. That's it. So, and the other thing is some people prefer to type on a computer. You can buy journaling apps, I believe, and you can download them into your computer or on your phone, and you can type in there and then you can lock it. But I believe even on Google Docs or Word Docs, you can lock these docs. I know we do that with our Google Docs so that only you can see it. So they can be very private. I personally prefer pen to paper, but if you're not really drawn to one or the other, I would encourage you to try both. Try pen to paper or try yourself on the computer or on your phone. Either way, please try one of the ways so that you get going with this journaling. So the biggest part, and I'm going to say in the block for so many, is getting started. Okay. So here is a key to getting started, or a few tips, I should say. Number one, free write. This means you sit down, pen to paper, and let your hand go. Now, if you're bored, people say, well, I'm blocked. I can't write anything. So why don't you write the sentence that says, I'm blocked. I can't write anything. And I've had clients say, wait, what? I can write that? Yes, you can write whatever the heck you want to write. Just write, I'm bored. I'm right that I'm mad that Michelle is asking me to try this because I don't like journaling. Great, write that. Again, what we're doing is we're starting the stream of energy coming down through you. And it's just like a river that's flowing. The river might be slow in the beginning, but once you get going, man, that river, it gets faster and faster. So that's what we're looking to do with journaling. Don't get focused on what words are coming out or if you're doing it right. Just put words on paper. You want to let the energy stream flow through you. Okay. You can write, I'm annoyed, or I'm really excited about this, but I don't know what's going to happen. Whatever you want, just write. That's the key. Number two, do not judge your grammar. Please don't judge your grammar. Or did I capitalize this or not? Do I need a hyphen or a comma? Who the heck cares? This is just for you. What's more important, again, are the words and the energy that's coming down on paper. So just write. No one's reading it. It's just for you. And now let me say this. If you're someone that simply has tried many times to write and it just won't come, and you'll write things like, I can't write, I'm blocked. That's okay. Keep trying. And if you just feel like I just need help, I need something, that's when we go for journaling prompts, okay? You can buy journals that have journaling prompts, like daily prompts, like what are you grateful for? What is your intention today, et cetera, et cetera. So do that. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. That is honestly one of the main reasons that I created the 30-day journaling challenge, is because people wanted some guidance just to get that energy stream going. So that's why I created it. And of course I did it in November because it's holiday time. We all need some deeper connection during the holiday time. And we need a way to purge out our stresses, our anxieties, and our overwhelm during the holidays. So another reason I did the 30-day journaling challenge in November. Okay, so I've also had clients report that they're afraid that someone will read what they write. I don't want to put my words out because what if my kids, my husband, my wife, my girlfriend, boyfriend, whomever is going to read this? What if my boss finds it and I'm writing it? Whatever. Here's some ideas. Number one, you can hide your journal. Don't leave it out on the counter. Don't leave it in your bedroom on the nightstand. Put it under the mattress. You won't feel it when you're sleeping. Shove it way under the mattress. I think that's a great place to hide a journal. You can hide it in your car, put it in your closet. I mean, you can get creative with this. Put it in your attic space, whatever it is. Hide it if you're worried about that. Another thing you can do is, again, journaling is not about writing and collecting all these journaling and entries. It's about journaling. It's about getting the energy out and for it to come down and through. So you can always journal with a loose leaf paper and then throw it away, crumple it up and throw it away. And you can even have a beautiful ritual with that. You can say, thank you for this energy that came through or whatever. Thank you for this clarity on whatever you were trying to find clarity on. Crumple it up and throw it away and say, I release this now back to the universe or back to God or back to the one, whatever you want to say. Another thing you can do with that is to burn it. You can do a ceremony and burn it. Take 2 seconds to burn it at the end if you're really, really, really worried about it. And of course, like I said, you can always type it in the computer and put a lock on it with a password so no one can get in but you. But again, there's so many places to hide a journal. There's really, if you feel like you have to burn it, go for it or throw it away. That's fine too. But hiding it like under your bed, I think is a great place to do it. Okay, so when should I journal? This is really, really personal. And here's why. It's not even about when should I journal. The bigger question is, have you committed yet to journaling? You have to commit. And then when you journal is a personal preference. So if you say things like, well, I'll journal at some point today, I can promise you, my friends, it ain't going to happen. You're not going to journal today. It will not happen. Or maybe some of you, but mostly no. Because guess what? We get busy. We get bored. We get distracted, all of those things. So commitment to the practice of journaling is the first and most important step to this. And you have to commit to the time of day that you do this. So every morning, for example, I get up, I come downstairs, I feed the dogs, I let the dogs out, and then I go right outside and I sit down on my porch and I have my journal and I have my phone because I set my insight timer for 20 minutes. I do my meditation for 20 minutes. My little timer goes off with my gong, and then I grab my journal and I write at least for 10 minutes. Sometimes I go over the 30-minute mark, but minimally I'm getting 10 minutes of journaling in after my meditation every single day. So that's my commitment to myself. It's part of my self-care routine and it's a daily ritual. But I committed that for myself, to myself. So for some of you, it might look like I'm going to journal before I go to bed, which again is a great time to journal because you're purging out all the thoughts that are rolling around in your head and it helps you to sleep better. It might mean that, the kids head off to school and you come home and you make yourself a cup of tea and you journal. Or when you get home from work or before work or during your lunch hour from work, or again, it doesn't matter. Just find time that you know that you can commit to every single day and don't let anything get in the way. And I can tell you honestly, when I don't, or when I miss this in the morning, my day feels kind of weird. I'm like, oh yeah, I didn't set the tone for the day. When we journal and we meditate in the morning, it really sets the tone for the rest of the day. I set an intention. This is how I want my day to go. Boom, it's done. So if you want, again, you can, as far as where to journal, go and sit in bed. For me, because it's part of my self-care routine, it's a way that I pamper myself. So for me, I enjoy, if I'm outside or inside, actually, I either have a candle lit next to me or I have incense burning, and sometimes it's both. If it's cold out, I'll get one of my squishy blankets that I love and I'll sit outside and I have my blanket over me. You can go sit by a tree and journal. You can go sit out on a dock. You can sit in a park. You can sit inside. Doesn't matter. Make yourself a cup of tea and sit down. And it's a beautiful time of reconnecting to yourself. So many benefits to journaling. Please, I invite you to make this commitment to yourself. Do it for you. Make it a part of your self-care. This is self-loving. To take 30 minutes or even 15 minutes a day and journal just for yourself. It really is reconnection to self is what happens when we journal, or another one of the many, many, many benefits. So please do this. Your life aspects of your life will transform from journaling. That I can guarantee. I have seen this happen for years. So there you have it, my friends. If you would like some assistance with reconnecting to yourself, please join us at the journaling challenge, the 30-day journaling challenge. Again, if you've missed any of our prompts, no big deal. You can get them. Sign up at theadultchair.com/30 days, and I will see you in there. We're going to be having a lot of fun this month. And remember, again, it's a great way to stay connected to yourself during the stressful times during the holidays. So many things are going on. We've got holidays. We've got less sunlight during the day, which I cannot stand. I feel my mood shifting. This is a way to help with that as well. That seasonal affective disorder. I mean, it's real stuff. So please join us. I look forward to seeing you, and have a beautiful rest of your week and enjoy the rest of the month. I'll see you guys next week, seated right here in the adult chair.